Okay, this is our first time here doing this.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Like it's amateur hour.
Oh, hey guys, sorry to interrupt. This is Brian from the future. In the process of editing our podcast and realized that we had a camera malfunction shortly after this. I should have known based on my comment of how we're obviously amateurs that something technical like this would go wrong. In any event, the rest of the podcast does continue. It just will be without video, so please enjoy.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Hot Break Craft BeerCast. We're actually live on location today at Fire and Fury Brewing, so you're going to hear quite a bit of background noise today. But we're excited to be here. We're excited to be broadcasting.
Yeah.
And we have kind of a fun episode. We'll kind of do some freestyle stuff today, but
Yeah.
let's get into it.
Completely unscripted, delightfully unfiltered, and 100% fun. Sit back, relax, and get ready to have a great time as they bring you the latest in beer news, Ben brewing updates, and general shenanigans. And now, your hosts, the famed Brew Crew.
All right, so for those of you who don't know who we are, my name is Brian from Ben Brewing. As always, my partner in crime, Kristy.
Hello.
Kristy, thanks for joining me today. This has been quite an adventure.
Yeah.
We are, as I said before, at Fire and Fury Brewing. We are currently trying out their Savage Intent.
Yes.
It's an Imperial IPA.
I feel like this beer really speaks to me.
Just because it's an IPA.
No, I like the name.
Cheers.
Savage.
Don't get the mic.
Cheers. We are in tight quarters
Cramped
today.
spaces today.
Yeah. Let's see what we like.
That is really good.
It is, but it's really hard to go from what we drank earlier, that first beer.
Which one was that? That was a hazy...
Yeah, I think it was something on the streets.
Okay.
I can't remember.
We'll have to look it up. It's been a long day. And this is the first time we've been actually mobile out on site. So
Yeah.
we're very appreciative of Mike from Fire and Fury. He's the owner and brewer of the brewery here. And we really appreciate him giving the opportunity to come out here and do it. So we're going to have him on at some point, and he was actually scheduled today to be with us. Unfortunately, he had a conflict and was not able to make it, but we told him we're going to go ahead and go through with the show because we'd love to kind of hang out and showcase some of the stuff that's out here. So, again, you're going to hear some background noise, some music, quite a few people. There's a lot of people in here today, which isn't bad for an early... I'll call it late-ish afternoon.
Well, on a Wednesday, too. Today's Wednesday, right? No, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Wow, it's been a week.
It has been, right?
But I think what's really going to drive them is I feel like any bar that does trivia night, it really draws a crowd. That being said, you're going to hear our noise level is probably going to increase in about 10 minutes.
It will be. They're going to start doing trivia. But we want to talk about a couple things today. So let's cover Fire and Fury first before we talk about Strong Beer Fest, which we attended.
Yes.
And possibly, not possibly, there's a cool partnership we got going on with another YouTuber, very good videographer. So we'll start talking about that kind of stuff. So as far as Fire and Fury, they opened up, and I don't have the specifics because we really haven't talked to Mike yet, and I haven't done any research at all because that's how prepared I am. But they've been open for probably a year now, maybe just over.
No, it was 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Man, and we haven't been here sooner. Shame on us for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so their beers are actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's interesting when you walk up. It's kind of an unassuming place. You walk in. You wouldn't think a brewery like this would be in here. And then you walk in, it's this massive space. And they've got a huge bar. And then they have the brew system kind of off to the side of it. What's really funny, and I told, I think I mentioned this before. I was talking to Mike. He had just finished like a triple brew day.
Yeah.
He's got this one barrel system that he's brewing on, and this is not a home brew setup. It is from his garage. This is what he's been brewing on for, I don't know, 10 years or something.
Yeah.
But it is a professional grade one barrel system, all electric, glycol chilled. And it's interesting to see how well he does with that system, and the whole thing they're bootstrapping it. I mean, they're really building it up at a time because of the passion they have. I mean, this is a very, very cool operation, and everyone here is very relaxed.
Oh, 100%.
Very chill.
I feel like when you walk in, and I wish, and we'll take video and do like our own little short or TikTok about it so you can get a better idea of what it looks like. But It almost has like this kind of warehousey vibe when you walk in.
It
With
does.
the brick, it reminds me of like a New York kind of.
What's interesting about it,
place.
because I'm sorry to cut you off, there's a
No.
lot of breweries that you walk into that have an industrial feel, but it's a cold industrial feel. This doesn't feel cold. It's big, it's industrial, but it's got brick. There's quite a bit
It's
of
not
wood.
all stainless.
Yeah.
It's like, and even the bar, it's wood. It's not like stainless steel, like just straight up metal everywhere. It's
Right.
like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool layout, and they're still building it out. They're still working on it. They're still doing it, so it's going to just get better with time. So we're definitely excited to be here, and we'll start showcasing some of the beers they have when they launch stuff. And gosh, maybe we do a brew day with Mike.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
That would be amazing.
I'll get to work on that.
Yeah, that's all you.
I'll get to work on that. Yeah.
My expertise is beers famous beers that have been brewed. You are more like the technical brewer, so I'll rely on that. Is all you.
I am okay with
I don't
want
want to take that away from
That is going to
you.
be fun. I will do that all day long.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, no, we're just happy to be here. The beers are solid. I mean, there's nothing
good.
glittery, weird. It's all solid stuff.
Let's
so.
give a shout out to where it's located too. So it's off 32nd?
32nd Street and Thunderbird are the nearest cross streets.
The old Joe's Grotto.
It's the old Joe's Grotto, which I had heard of, but I didn't know exactly where it was or what it was. So they kind of, I guess, took it over after he went out or went under or left or disappeared, whatever you want to call it, back in 2019. And so they took it over 2 years ago, and they've been renovating it and working it up. And it definitely has a very local feel. Like, this is a very chill, very local hangout watering hole.
Yeah.
I like it. I really like the vibe. Oh, and the food. Oh.
Yeah.
So they focus on barbecue as part of the Fire and Fury, and so they actually have, I think they have the grills here and the smokers here. They're not visible. I think they're out back, but they cook all their stuff here, and the barbecue's really good. I was very surprised because I just thought Fire and Fury, it's fire from the boil kettle. Not the case. No, barbecue, and it is good. The last time I was here, I had a pork belly quesadilla.
Sounds amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Oh.
Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, so good. So good.
Well, I have to pause really quick. I think we will talk and speak to Michael more when it comes to all of the details.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to sidetrack really quick because this is a new addition to the brewery.
God. The headphones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody is quite good with the 3D printer, so.
Kristy wanted to invest in some good headphones for the podcast, but she wanted something that would go with her aesthetic, so she got some obviously some white ones. And I jokingly said, "Oh, they should have some like fuzzy ears or something on it." She's like, "Well, I wish I knew someone with a 3D printer." I was like,
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
I'm gonna really capitalizing on my Asian aesthetic.
Jeez.
Well, it's gonna get loud, but I do want to ask you, how's your week been besides that?
It's been good. It's been busy.
Yeah. You've been out and about a lot too, like really pushing.
Really going
and
around and
everything.
talking to a lot of the bars and things.
Yeah.
And, Lake Pleasant, we're going to be talking to them next week.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Obviously, that recording won't come out, for a little bit. But, yeah, we're getting with Lake Pleasant, talking to them. Hopefully Simple Machine here pretty soon. But we've been out and about really trying to get in the local breweries and having some fun with it and being on site and just, talking the shit, really.
Yeah. Which is so fun.
It has been fun. And it's kind of an adventure. I mean, this is a little unnerving. I'm used to being in the studio, and we've talked about it in other episodes where I'm like, I need quiet, I need sound, and there's cars and there's rain and I'm just like, I can't stand it. And so here we are, not in a studio, completely exposed, and I got to be honest, I'm actually kind of digging it. This is fun.
Yeah. I feel like in the beginning, when we first got here, well, actually, when we first pulled into the parking lot, we were kind of like, okay, this is actually happening, because it's our first time doing this on location, and it's always that kind of insecurity of, do we know what we're doing? Do we look legit? Are we legit? But once you were
and
in
the answer is no to your questions.
it,
Absolutely not.
I don't know about you, but I'm not.
You get some ears on your headphones, and suddenly you're brimming with confidence.
I am. It's what I needed.
Christ.
It's like my superhero power. It's like I need the ears. Thank you for that. No, but once we're here and we have the headphones on and we have the mics, it feels familiar. We're drinking good beer.
It does.
It didn't hurt that we shotgunned like one beer before we started, but that's neither here nor there.
That's a warm up. That's
Yeah.
what we call that. That helps.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
now that we're just talking, it feels like normal. I feel
feels good.
I honestly am forgetting that we're even in a bar right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. No, this has been very cool. So No, that's been good. I'm excited for this going forward, and there's going to be more to come for sure. And we'll get more of the brewers involved too as we go around. But we plan to just kind of bar hop, I guess,
Yeah.
and broadcast, throughout the valley. So we're
It is a
excited.
tough job, but somebody's got to
Yeah,
do it.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, how we suffer. Let's talk about Strong Beer Fest.
Yes.
So you convinced me to go,
Yes, I did.
and we bought the tickets,
Yes,
and we went.
Yes.
And I have to say, this last Beer Fest, and there is a video coming. We documented kind of the journey, from the cab ride all the way through, just to kind of see how things go. And everyone was super nice, which was great.
Yeah.
It was a really good Strong Beer Fest, I have to say. The venue was really well laid out, and we haven't been in a couple of years, and I've heard horror stories of some of the other venues.
Last year was rough because of the city that they had it, and it was close to I think a lot of schools and kids things. It was just a really bad location. But this year it was a great location. It was at one of our spring training facilities, so spread out.
Well, but not too spread out where
Yeah.
it was spread out enough where it didn't get too crowded. Well, until they let the general ticket holders in. Nothing against them. But no, the layout was great. You didn't have to hike across massive fields to get to certain things. The line of food trucks was fantastic. You had a huge variety of food trucks to go and try the food, and they were all pushed off to the side of the whole venue. Yeah. So getting to the food trucks, you didn't have to deal with the lines of all the beer tents and things. It was a really nice layout. I mean, we had a great time. I don't think we went through a lot of our tickets, though.
Oh my gosh. I think, what do we, okay.
26 tickets we're supposed to have? 36.
36. And I had literally I think I had...
You had 11. And I think I had 4.
I definitely had more than you. I know that for certain.
No, I think you had 11 tickets, and I think I had, or used 11, and I only used 10.
Yeah. Well, I think when we're doing the video on the Strong Beer Fest, it was kind of our experience, but we're not going to get into our opinion of it.
Well, but here's the thing with the tickets and things, and I thought, we're going to Strong Beer Fest not with the goal of getting through all of our tickets, and there are some people that go there with the intent of getting through all of their tickets.
Yeah.
It really kind of lessens the experience for everybody else. We had our 10, 11 beers. And we were picking and choosing. We went around. Ooh, okay, yeah, let's try that. Oh, I like that. Let's try that. And so we had fun being able to go through and pick and choose. And after the samples that we had, we're like, you know what? I think we're good.
Yeah.
It was a fun experience. And the tasting glasses this year were glass.
Yeah.
It wasn't a little
That's cool.
plastic thingy. It was those glasses that are shaped like beer cans. It was like that, but miniaturized.
Also, what made it cool was that we got in early because we had the VIP tickets. So that is key, I think, for any beer aficionado or craft beer lover. Once it gets to general admission, they might not be a season, which is fine. I mean, it's a great festival for people to go, even if you're not a huge craft beer fan. It's kind of fun to get a group together and everything. But for us, it's more we wanted to get in before the lines hit. We weren't so interested in hanging out and whatever.
I mean, with us... Oh, hang on. We got a photo up here. Michael, the owner here, is stopping by. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
He wanted to do a quick selfie of us doing our recording here. He's such a cool guy,
Yeah,
isn't he?
He is.
Oh, my God. I love it. So much fun.
Oh, my God. This is amazing.
So...
But it definitely was... it definitely was a fun experience, but if you're a craft beer aficionado, quick tip, get the VIP tickets. It's only a little bit
hang on. I'm
more.
going to check this out. Hold on. How'd we do?
Cute. I love it.
It's there. Awesome.
I definitely think it's a good time to, get to experience beers that we normally wouldn't get to experience. They brought good stuff this year, too.
They did. And getting the VIP tickets getting early, there was not... I don't think the lines were really more than 2-3 people deep, with the exception of a couple of tents.
Yeah.
What was the one that had 20? Was that Wren House?
Wren House.
Wren House had
Everyone
20
wanted
people in
Wren
line.
House.
We really wanted to try some Wren House, but I'm I don't want to wait in line that long, so we ended up bypassing that. Once general admission came in, though, it was you were weaving through people, you were squeezing past.
Yeah.
It was really, really busy. So,
But in typical style, we made it our own. We made it fun. So I think part of the experience of going to a beer festival is going to trying to catch an Uber on your way out, and suddenly the rates are like $130.
Oh
to
my
just
gosh,
go
that was
somewhere.
ridiculous.
We had to walk like a mile and a half.
We took
like,
an Uber from Glendale, and it was was it 40 or something to
literally,
get
it
out
was
there?
like $36.
$36
Yeah.
to get there, and then during peak, it's 100 and what'd you say, 30, 160?
It's $130.
Oh my God,
And that was after
ridiculous.
walking like a mile away from it. So
Oh, that's true, because we were like, we're gonna be smart. We're gonna be smart. We're not gonna try to catch an Uber from here because we're not gonna be able to find one. So we walked to another little kind of a strip mall thing. We actually grabbed a little bit of food because the food truck food was good. We had that, but then we're like, let's get some wings. Let's do something while we're waiting for the kind of the madness to die down. It was still expensive.
Yeah, but it's part of the experience. It's part of the whole beer festival experience. So, did I change your mind? Would you go again?
Here's the caveat.
There's
Here's the
always a
problem,
caveat.
and I'm going to tell you. I think I would go to a beer fest. I don't know if I would do Strong Beer Fest again. I think we need to look in Arizona and look at, because I haven't been to a lot of the fests and things. Strong Beer Fest is the big one.
Real Wild and Woody.
I haven't been to that
that's
one.
a good one.
But I think we should look at some of maybe the lesser popular beer fests, you know, because the Strong Beer Fest is hugely popular. And kudos to them for that. But I think it's a little too much. I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun to go try something that's a little bit out of the way, maybe not as popular, but you get some cool stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe that doesn't exist. I don't know. But I
It
think it'd be a
does.
fun adventure to try.
Yeah.
So would I go back to Strong Beer Fest? Yeah, probably, because I had fun. And they did bring some special stuff too. That was my other complaint. I said they bring their stuff that's on tap. Now, to be fair, there were tents there that were just cracking open cans and pouring it in a glass.
Well,
which I understand if, they tap a keg and...
to be fair, I think, Firestone Walker was there. Their beer was poured out of a bottle. That beer is not, unless you go to the tap house, you're not going to actually have that on tap.
Okay, that's true. They're also coming from out of state.
Yes.
So that I forgive them that pass. But I actually wasn't mad at them for that because their beers are so good.
That was probably my favorite one of the day.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at
that tequila one was crazy good.
That was good. That tequila barrel. Ooh,
yeah.
Yes.
So
I
good.
forgot about that. Anyways, so no, I think Beer Fest was fun. I think it was a good experience. I definitely think we should go and do it again. But I think maybe we should look at next year, Arizona Beer Week, doing maybe a different event or maybe a couple of events and kind of doing a tour. I think that'd be fun.
I agree.
Yes. Let's talk about. So at Strong Beer Fest. So while we were there, we met up with an acquaintance of ours, a friend of ours, JB. And JB is starting a new kind of adventure. He's trying to build it up. It's called Vexette. And so he's doing some camera work for us. So you'll see that in some of our videos that are coming up and things. But we're excited to be able to start working with him and to kind of showcase his stuff because I got to tell you, he has a really good eye with the camera.
He does. I think I was, I was very intimidated at first because he is a good behind the camera.
Yes.
He sees stuff that I don't. That's his thing. Like he is very good at that, and his equipment is amazing. Like his camera equipment is amazing too.
We had a shoot day with him. Was that last weekend?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Jesus, time's
feels
flying
like
by.
a week. It seems like years ago.
So much has been going on. No, we had a shoot day with him, and we brought him into studio and kind of showed him around and stuff. And he thought he had a blast with us. We had a fun just shooting stuff and trying things out. And he had a ridiculous amount of camera equipment. Really, really nice stuff, but he knows how to use it, and I think it'll be a fun little collaboration to work with him. So his Beer Fest video he did post already. We'll be getting ours up and running here hopefully pretty soon, and we'll get it posted, so you guys will be able to check that out.
The footage will be courtesy of him because his footage came out so well.
Versus my footage? Thanks.
He had
It's hard in a
hours of
selfie, dragging you along to take good footage.
I'm going to be basically cutting myself out of that entire video, so you're just going to see him talking to me, but I'm not on screen, so.
We'll just blur it out with like a
Yeah.
cat or something. I don't know. So, but anyways, but that's exciting, and it's kind of fun to be able to work with him and move that forward and really kind of test both of our limits, because I think him doing that pushes what we're capable of doing, and we're doing the same thing to him. We're pushing him and what he's able to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's fun.
Where are we at with YouTube? Speaking of video.
555 subscribers.
It's crazy.
We did post another video today. And it's funny going back and listening to prior podcasts how fast it continues to go up.
Yeah.
Um,
We were so excited about like 300 at one point.
we were excited for 100.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no, it's YouTube's been going really, really well, and we've got. Should we talk about your segment at all that's coming, or should we wait on that?
I think we've already previewed a little
Kind of
bit.
have, but there's been some developments, a little bit. So I don't want to give away too much. I'll talk about it.
Okay.
I think it's exciting. I'm excited to get it started. So,
Don't give away everything.
No, just a teaser. So in the next, what is it? 3 months? 4
Wow.
months? This will be kicking off. So we've been really trying to launch a brewing segment that makes it a little bit easier for those that don't have a giant garage or a lot of space to put all this equipment in, and who have no interest in making 10-gallon batches of beer like I do.
Yeah.
And so trying to come up with a system and a way to make that work has been a little bit daunting. However, we were in conversations with a gentleman from California. I'm not going to give away his name or his company.
No.
Not yet. It is coming, though, and I'm excited for that collaboration.
Me too.
Oh, that is going to be
Excited.
awesome. He has an incredible method of brewing that will allow us to not only do it in a very small footprint, but to do it very quickly and with minimal equipment investment. We got to run it through the paces, though. Full disclosure, like I want to actually test this and see, does this actually make good beer?
Yeah.
I have a feeling it does, but
Yeah.
I really want to test it out.
I think, without giving away too much either, the passion he has behind it is one of the reasons I want it to work, and I want to work with him because he genuinely loves craft beer.
And we'll have him on the podcast.
Oh,
he
100%.
is. Oh my gosh, he's
a
a character.
Yeah, I
He
can't
is
wait.
Such a character.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh, you can't. He's so passionate about it. You can't get him to stop talking. Like he just
Literally.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I got to tell this story. It's really funny. So we had a Zoom call with him, and we're talking about some of the plans and things that we're doing. Can't tell if that's a blender or a vacuum, so I apologize.
No one cares.
Yeah,
It's
fine. So we're having a Zoom call with him, and I'm using my Zoom account through Ben and Brewing, which I don't. It's the free account with Zoom, and apparently Zoom is now cut down to 30 minutes for their free plan.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and we're winding down rather, and I'm giving him a heads up. I'm like, hey, listen, we got like 2 minutes before this kind of call ends, but we have other things we got to do, and we got to move on, and Kristy's got things, I got things. Like it's just a quick chat and stuff. He was having such a good time, so it cuts him off mid-sentence because he just was so excited about this stuff that he wanted to tell us.
Yeah.
He emails me 15 seconds later with a Zoom link to his Zoom when we get back on the call, and he's like, I have a professional Zoom account. We can talk for hours. Dude, I'd love to talk to you like all day.
Yeah.
I would love to. I'm like, I wish I had that much time.
I really wish that we didn't do this during the day,
I
during a
know.
work day.
But I was super glad that he sent it back because
Yeah.
we actually had an even deeper conversation about stuff and really had some cool aha moments. And so I'm like, okay, that was totally worth it. But he's a cool, cool guy. So we're excited for that. That is coming. So,
I agree.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like loving the location we're in right now.
I am too.
I just feel like I'm like transported to a different state. If that makes it seems weird or hard to explain, but like you were in San Francisco before, and I've been to New York and San Francisco. It reminds me of a beer bar in those types of areas where it's more of a city vibe than like anything that you'd experience in Arizona. It's really cool. The brick, I love. I don't know.
Well, and the fact that they're not quite finished building it out. I mean, it doesn't look like they're in the middle of construction. Like there's not like plastic sheets hanging there, but it's clearly somewhat of work in progress. But they've made some pretty cool improvements, and I do like the vibe.
Well, I mean, they're having trivia night tonight, so I could envision this being a place that you go to. Like, it's definitely one of those bars that you would go to or breweries that you'd go to and you'd frequent if that. Like,
yes,
it's
a local watering hole. It's a local hangout.
It has that kind of Cheers vibe.
It does.
We've only been here once or twice. Well,
have not seen Norm yet though, but I'm looking.
Well, we were only been here once, and the second time you came in, he remembered you.
He did.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yes.
I think that speaks volumes.
Oh, and he's always here.
Yeah,
always here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is his life. He's put so much passion into it. It's kind of cool to see how humble he is too. Like you wouldn't take him for the head brewer or an egotistical whatever.
Yeah.
He's very humble with it, and it's really cool. And I mean, him popping by doing selfies, showing us coming back. I mean, it's fun.
And all the beers that we've had so far have been so good. Not disappointing at all.
He has quite the lineup too.
Yeah.
Now I know that on his taps, he doesn't have all of them with his beers. He has other local breweries on tap with what he has. So I think he's still trying to build up, and when he gets his larger system, I don't know this for a fact, I'm making an assumption. When he gets his bigger system in, he's able to kind of really keep the fermenters full. He'll probably have more and more of his stuff on tap. But his beer menu is still massive for someone that's brewing into a 3-barrel fermenter with a 1-barrel brew house.
Right. It's crazy. I'd like to take video of that too, so we can show everyone.
You should.
It's like, yeah.
I wonder if he'll let me brew with him.
I'm sure he would.
This job has more perks than I realized.
Well, I mean, you're doing it, you want to get on video, so you're doing it for the cause.
For the cause, exactly. For the cause. We sacrifice. We do what we can.
Well, I can't wait. After, we're going to grab some food, so I'm excited to try it. I have not eaten here.
You will have to try the barbecue.
I am like a foodie, and I am big on pairing food with beer. So even though like I've had 2 IPAs already, and I'm not planning on changing. This is another thing. They've got like 5 different IPAs on right now.
They do.
Yeah.
But they're all solid.
Yeah,
they're all
really
different.
Good. Yeah.
All right, what else do we have going on? I just put you on the spot. You're welcome.
I mean, as far as us as a...
Just in general. I'm not trying to think what else is going on. It's just been a busy couple of weeks. We've had so many things that have panned out between doing the live podcast, getting with the brewers, spending more time out in the community. Oh my gosh, I've been to so many events in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, you really have. Your social battery must be drained right now.
It is pretty drained, but it's been really fun. After Arizona Beer Week, still going out and being out in the community, which is something that we've been wanting to do for the past 2 years, but we really haven't been in a place where we can do it, and now we are. And honestly, it's a good reminder of how welcoming the beer community is.
Yes.
And you hear the stories about brewers helping each other out, and someone's in need, here, have some yeast, oh, you need ingredients, oh my gosh, my keg washer blew, bring your stuff. Like, you hear stories about that a lot, about how much of a, I don't want to say brotherhood, but a family it is, and they really help each other out. But the same applies to even just the patrons that come in, or even just being involved in the community itself. It is such, I forgot how, or I shouldn't say I forgot, I've never really been exposed to it at this level before, and it's been very eye-opening and very, this is pretty awesome.
I've definitely been exposed to that, and it hasn't changed as big as craft beer has become, which is exciting, and it gives me hope that it won't change. But it's always been kind of this family, and we will help you out to do whatever. There's always that fear in other industries or other restaurants, for instance.
Yeah.
No one wants to be friends with the guy that opens a steakhouse right next to your steakhouse. But look at where we're at. I feel like it's the same as San Diego, where you just can go to brewery after brewery after brewery all in the same area, kind of we're here, and then Kitsune, Tyler, very close, Simple Machine, and Lake Pleasant, and Front Porch are all in the same area.
There's Mike again.
I love it.
I love it. Good luck with the trivia.
It's not necessarily a competition. It's the more breweries, the better. I do.
I think we're gonna be building trivia now.
I'm gonna.
I got it. Wait, I got it.
Darn these T-Rex arms.
I'm even the middleman.
Thank you. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a trivia shark.
I just figured that out.
I just got so excited.
It's interesting that normally it takes a lot longer for the show to go off the rails, but so we made it a full, 30 minutes before Kristy's shiny thing, squirrel, and gone.
Look at this. We're in.
We're in.
I might disappear for a little bit. You got this.
All right. Well, I think we should probably go ahead and wrap things up then, since you're already off to trivia.
No, let's see. So we'll obviously be Ben and Brewing as our team name.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see if we win anything. I hear Mike's really brutal though on the if you get answers wrong, he makes fun of people.
Oh.
That's what I hear. I don't
Well,
know.
so it's no different than usual for you, is it?
Well, for you, it's different for me.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
All right. Well, it is probably going to start getting noisy here, so I think we are going to kind of tie this up and shut it down. So we had such a blast here. We're so happy to be here. Guys, check out Fire and Fury Brewing. We have sites, our schedule posted on the website, benandbrewinghb.com. Go to the events page. It'll tell you where we're going to be at when we're doing the stream. We will start live streaming this at some point. Right now it is just pre-recorded, and we might actually put a hot mic out there, so if anyone wants to join in the conversation, they can step right up and join us.
Yeah, this has been so fun.
This has been a lot of fun.
It's actually been a great learning experience. I'm so excited about this. We will post. I'm going to take more pictures of our food and like stuff, so we'll post that on our TikToks.
We should do that on Instagram too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
we gotta get better
YouTube
about that.
Shorts
We're
and
horrible
everything,
with that. So, anyways.
Yeah.
All right, Kristy, thank you again for being here. Guys, this was so much fun. Catch you later, my friends.